We are on Kalimdor Gaming. Give me a minute. You know, I can't seem to remember how to change the minify options. Anyway, let's see if I can real quick. I can't believe I can't remember how to do it. Mouse. Man, it's like... Lock auction bars. Alright. I don't know. How do I minimize the screen, guys? Can't even talk about the server yet. Trying to figure that out. But anyhow. This is Kalimdor Gaming. And I'm going to show you around the mall a little bit. So this is just a little spot for hunters. Grab a pet. And it's instant 60, so. And then up here, all these vendors, just ignore those. We're just working with those vendors. Wow, I'm getting attacked here. Yeah, these vendors are not going to be here, all these little green orcs. You know, when you first start out, which I'm a 60 warrior, you know, you can go over here. Okay, I guess because I'm in GM mode, I can't see nothing. Well, anyway, for instance, you can go over here, talk to your trainer, learn everything. I'm on a GM character, so it's, oh, there it goes. Alright, there's a little buggy on my GM account, but anyway, yeah, you train all your spells right here. All that good stuff. Oh, I don't think, yeah, I think we took it, hold on. Wait a minute, let's see. As you can see, we're still working on the server, but for the most part, you come over here, get your starter gear, and then this guy right here makes everything easy. So if you want to be arms, best in slot, starter gear, I mean, there you go. You're ready for your PvP. Got everything you need. I mean, it's like your pre-bis. If you want to go Fury, you know, your pre-bis, Fury, protection. So, I mean, you can just, I mean, you're off. You're off to the races pretty much. Go over here. We got to change everything. Yeah. Let's get on a different character. This is bugging. Alright. Here we go. Okay, something isn't right. Oh. That's funny. One moment, guys. I'll log back in. Okay, we're back in business. I'm a sneeze. Hit you. Hit you. Oh, bless you. All right, so getting back into the meat of things, let's do a completely new character. But you start out 60. I'm gonna go with let's see, yeah, rogue. Zoners. All right. Let me check my Discord. Someone's saying stuff. Cool. All right. Some nice people in the comments here. All right. One moment, and we will get back to Kalimdor Gaming. All right. One moment. All right. There we go. We're back. Yeah, we are back. I'm not like talking because I'm kind of like trying to figure things out, so I'm not great with multitasking. So basically, you start out level 60. We made it simple. You can just go up to an NPC, 3 options: PvP, PvE, and somewhere in the middle, and it'll get you your pre-bis 3 sets for whatever you want to do without having to sort through a bunch of starter blues. So we're gonna reenact that. So right over here, we'll go to your trainer. He'll train you. Of course, you're gonna be level 60. So we haven't implemented that just yet, which only takes a second, so it's no big deal. But you learn all your stuff right here, all your spells. All right. Um, there's some armor sets. We might keep, the dungeon epic set, and or just go with the dark mantle, starter stuff. So anyway, you grab your basics, but anyhow, when you come here, you can go assassination. It'll give you your pre-bis for that, spec. Um, got the Dragon's Call, the T-Boost, so there's some epics right there. Combat. And keep in mind, your bags get filled up, so there was more stuff. I just didn't have other bag space. Just give you an example. So you go sub. So that's pre-bis. So you are pretty much ready to go. You don't have to take all that time trying to figure out what you want to put on that's best. Um, yeah, ignore the gold amounts and all that. We're gonna change things for tokens. We're gonna make this mount unique. Um, we're thinking about giving it the ability that you can fly. Might change its speed to like 250, and of course only 100% mount speed. Maybe make it 105 on the ground. Mount speed. If we do this and we allow the flying, see, this is at 100 speed. And we allow flying, basically allow the players to, fly around the island. Kind of see Classic from a different, perspective, I guess. We're not sure what we're going to do over here. But yeah, we were thinking about Classic flying mounts. I mean, what about that, huh? Now, you couldn't, use them in certain zones. You wouldn't be able to use any of the flying mounts, in like any battlegrounds or anything. But I was thinking about adding a quest that requires you to go to a hostile zone, and you have to collect different things. So this guy can make you a potion that'll help pretty much tame your own dragon, which then it doesn't know how to fly, and there's a quest chain. So your dragon can learn to fly and level up, so it can do it. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, so flying mounts classic. Wow, I think that is cool. So, and let's see. So anyway, yeah, getting back to that, you get your mount. Um, I don't know why he's back here. He's not supposed to be, but you talk to him, train you all your weapons. You're not going to be able to run this fast, no. A couple like little side things, I don't know, a couple starter gear vendors, a couple different little pieces. So, got your Dark Moon. Let's see. Get your increased damage by 10. Go hit up the PGs. Down here, we just got a PvP vendor. Let me load back up, but that's basically a PvP vendor. Just so you can get all your stuff one shot. All right, let me pull this up. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, we're still up. All right. Yeah, you get all your PvP epics and stuff. And then we're thinking about... This computer keeps freaking out. We're thinking about... Yeah, we're going to have the vendors for all the epics, tier 1 and 2 and 3. But we want to make it a 20-man. Instead of having like a little 5-man. That way there it gives the players incentive to have to come together with a guild and do raids. And we're not sure if we're going to allow players to be able to PvP and purchase the tier epics. Or, PvE players. So basically, if you want rank 14, you'll actually be able to purchase your ranks. Not the items, just the ranks. So, you do your first battleground, you come out, you're going to talk to possibly Warbringer, purchase rank 1, and then eventually it's going to require more. And you purchase rank 8 and 9 and 10. So there's not going to be no DK. And there's not going to be no honor system. You're going to have to get coins, tokens, and try to win games faster. You want to progress to rank 14. So we're going to do it that way. And your coins, once you reach rank 14 eventually, if you continue to go that route, you ain't going to be able to use those coins to purchase any of the epic tier stuff, you're actually gonna have to go raid for that. So, um, and we also, like, for instance, that flying mount would be in a world PvP environment, and there would be quests for people that want a world PvP uh, to have to go there with objectives to kill the other faction. And there'll also be, quests to where the PvE players will feel compelled that, they want to get that mount or even other special items, that there's going to be PvE quests out there. But they're going to have to, look over their back because some of the guys that are there are doing the quests also, and they rather kill other players than, get different supplies and mats off NPCs. So let me see what I got. So that's one thing. Kind of just made a little area here. People just kind of chill around, kind of like a little chat. We got the teleporter here to different cities. Gurabashi Arena. We're still thinking about if we want to do that style of arena, either, what location we want to do it at. There's some enchants, like you could just, well, this comes all enchanted, so. I think what we're going to do is, if someone wanted to upgrade their armor, they would then have to purchase. Because, like, this already comes enchanted, so they'd have to purchase for their next set. So that would still be a thing. Professions. This is going to be a purchase thing, I believe. For instance, like engineering, I just learned everything. Over here, you grab your stuff for your day. Bags. Flask of Supreme. Flask of Titans. We're going to probably make some of these cost coins or be quest items. Matter of fact, let's do this real quick. Let's get one of these orc suits, huh? Let's check it out. That's cool. And the starter gear is badass, especially for the stealthers. That cheap shot. There's your dragon call. Got your dragon whelp. Not the greatest for if you're blinding someone else, but yeah. Got your T-boost. And if stuff that you already got, you want to go on into the D2 epics, Dungeon 2, possibly we're thinking about having them here. And like I said, all these vendors, these don't mean anything. Got your mounts. Got your raids right here. BGs. Some random NPCs for any hunters that need to tame a pet. Wolves up on the hill. Over here, thinking about how we're going to allow players to progress. We don't want it just to be all coins and you can just spend them on anything. Of course, everyone's going to want to spend them on the most expensive vendor with the best epics. I mean, you don't know where to start with your coin. This, we're going to make it different. We want it to be so molten core would have to be done. But before you could do that, you got to do Zul'Gurub. Before that, after that, you'll be able to do molten core, and then after that, AQ, and etc. Of course, we got Blackwing Layer right here, and we got Anixia and Kel'Thuzad. Yeah. And this guy here, we're thinking about, you know, win 5 duels, and you know what I mean. Over in this zone, both Horde and Alliance can be here without killing each other, so that's all scripted. I had this server open about maybe 8-10 years ago. I had a lot of backlash about doing it. It would have been really big today, so we're bringing that back. That's gonna happen this time around. This isn't like just a video game like you just turn on and you're playing. Like, you're actually creating a game, an environment where people enjoy your idea, you know, the way you would like to think of, how you'd like to play it. All right, one moment. I have to check something. Oh, got some people yelling. Kids are always crying. Well, not always. Anyhow, all right. Let's get more back into the server here soon. What? Okay. Oh. So, showing you around. Oh, gotta go to Kalimdor Gaming. KalimdorGaming.com. And when you go to KalimdorGaming.com, click on the Discord. And that will bring you to me and everybody else that's been waiting. So I'm going to get back in the game in a minute. Just give me a moment. I have to find myself on YouTube so I can put this link in the Kalimdor Gaming Discord. Okay. Everyone got buzz. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, shit. Let's see. All right. All right, so let's jump up here. See what we got. A little exploring to do. We're going. Is See, I like adding little touches like this. And it's kind of cool on here because I remembered a while back ago when we had this going on Kalimdor Gaming. It was good. It was good. The island just gave it a different kind of feel. So up here we put a platform, and how it's going to be for players. Again, like I said, when you guys start, you're going to be level 60 when you start. And you'll be able to get all your pre-bis gear, all your starter gear. You'll be able to get all your starting gear right here. Talk to this trainer. Assassination. Boom. That's all pre-bis for assassination. Sub, whatever you want. Boom. And all these vendors, they're not going to be here, of course. You know, we're still working on the server. So, but you come over here, you get your mount. When you're starting as a player, you got all your weapons, you're ready to go. Ready to go. You got your raids, fully scripted. We're going to probably do 20-man raids is what we're planning on. And then over here, we just made one PvP vendor for everything. We're going to do the ranks different. It's not going to be honor. You know, if new player and you're a hunter, we got some of these pigs on the island, a few other NPCs just to start with. Yeah, ranks are going to be different. You're going to be able to purchase your ranks. So, you'll be able to buy your ranks on Kalimdor Gaming. So, rank 1, 2, rank 8. Once you purchase rank 10, and you can't skip ranks. You can't be rank 2 and buy rank 8. You have to buy your ranks. And eventually, this way here, you're making progress. You're trying to get the rank 14 gear. And like this Instant 60 Classic server, this automatically equips you with the pre-bis for whatever you want to do. So anyhow, yeah, man. It's going to be good. What? Who's... oh, shit. Okay, so I didn't realize, I hope I didn't accidentally post my info on something. Anyhow, I got sidetracked. So, yeah, once you get all your starter gear and everything, you know, you'll be able to start raiding. We're going to do 20 mans, like I said. We want to do things differently. So, as far as some servers I've seen, if there's Ragnaros, you're not going to be able to skip doing Molten Core and just go straight to doing Kel'Thuzad or whatever. I can't say it, so don't laugh at me. But anyhow, yeah. So, along with that, pretty much by completing Molten Core, you're attuned to the next raid. It's definitely going to be different. So, and I don't want to say too much because I'm still kind of adding things and deciding on the list of how I wanted things to be with different routes that I could take with it. So this video is mainly just showing you the island and its layout. Give me one moment. Alright, let me see. I've got actually some messages I didn't even realize. Okay. Alright, well, we're back, so I guess I'm gonna chill up here a minute. You guys can check out the island. So it's not going to happen overnight, but it's different. All these vendors are just part of, these are not going to be here again. There's still a lot of work that's going on. I like getting on characters and just clicking this guy and watching the different starter gear it gives. We're also thinking about flying mounts. Mod swim 3. Yeah. Flying mounts, guys. On classic. Look at this. Legendary. Fabled steed. Summon and dismiss a rideable chromatic drake. This is a very fast mount. Yeah, and then, you know, we're thinking about really upping it. Oh man, everything's way off. Like the speed, you know what I mean? When you fly. So you're going to be able to fly your epic mount in classic WoW. I think that's cool. I mean, and it's legendary, so we're going to make it legendary. It's going to require some effort. But man, when you get it, it is kind of cool flying around. This feeling of classic. And when it lands, you know, we want to just go back to its normal speed. You're not going to be able to like use it in Warsong Gulch or anything like that. It's going to be, you know, legit server. I mean, it looks different, but that's what we're doing. We're doing it different. You know, all this all these bots and gold farming and all these shenanigans. And people don't want to waste all their time grinding hard. And then all this crazy shit's going on in the background. It's like, is it even worth doing this? Well, it's not going to be like that here. This is a whole new world of war. Alright, where am I at? Okay. Alright. Let's see how fast I can get over the water. What at? What the heck? Hold on. It's weird. Alright, well. Yeah, man, we're working on it. We're definitely working on it, so we're gonna keep it going. I'm thinking too, like to add some, like a variety of epic flying mounts in this version of Classic. You know, it'd be cool. Someone could fly to a zone where they couldn't get to before, and him and his buddy can get down here and just have some wicked duels. You know. But yeah, this legendary mount. It's the Fabled Steed. Summon and dismiss a rideable chromatic Drake. That's different. KalimdorGaming.com and our Discord link is on there. Oh wait, where am I going? Alright. You'll be able to know the progress of the server and when we're gonna release it. Let's make a new character. Let's delete this one. I don't know, I was even thinking about maybe adding another class. Alright, so we're gonna go with Brute. Let's go with a different class. Yeah, let's do the Mage. Alright. Yeah, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done, so nothing that you see is permanent right now, including all these green vendors. They're just laid out so we can edit them and then eventually move them elsewhere. But this island, neither Horde or Alliance can attack each other, and you would have an option to start at 60 or start at a leveling zone, Blizz-like, or even increase by 25, something like that. So you just want to hit 60 and get going. Well, here you are. So you come over here, talk to your mage trainer, and once you get all your spells and everything, you got your 3 options: Frost, Prebis. You got your freezing bands in there. Your Prebis, everything's enchanted. It's finished. You don't want to be Frost. You want to go Fire. You want to go do some battlegrounds. There you are. There's your Fire. All your best in slot Fire. Can you imagine starting on a fresh Classic server with your best in slot Fire? I think it's going to be fun. We might even implement something in here that someone working on the project also noticed. You know, for instance, well, right now, 1,950 health the character has. Later on in Classic, once you get doing Nax, everybody has the potential at some point to one-shot each other. In other classes, not so much. But we're thinking about adding a ring with like 500 stamina. So if you got 2,000 health, you'll probably be sitting around 8 or 9, just so the fights are a little longer and more realistic. Um, we might have a ring that applies that and only used in battlegrounds and not in PvE. But just giving you some rundown. So anyway, pretty much just started. You don't have to sort through a bunch of vendors looking for the best blues. Talk to one guy, he equips you. You know, you grab your mount. Like I said, this isn't permanent. So, just give you an example. I don't know if we'll have this in here or not. We might, especially if it is instant cast. And it's only 60%. Maybe we might have you guys start on 60%. I don't know. So, anyhow, this is a vendor. It's not. This is definitely unfinished vendor. I actually got to delete these. Over here, we're gonna make quests where boom, you automatically learn your blacksmith, your engineering. So there's just gonna be a quest you got to do one time. Boom, you don't have to grind that out. Got it. Over here, this is gonna cost tokens. Of course, your starter gear is already equipped with best in slot enchants. You know, for what setup you chose: frost, arcane, fire. But then you got your chest you'd have to pay for once your gear upgrades. This would cost. So there's all stats to your chest. Food. This is gonna cost money. Coins. We're thinking about maybe making a limit on how many could be sold per hour. So maybe give people the incentive to make their own and sell them on the auction house. Those that don't get in time from this vendor. Over here is going to be where you get other items that you're going to have to pay for and possibly do quests. So, and these are the vendors. Of course, we don't have nothing inside this one or a few of them. But we're working on it. Like Ragnaros has everything in here from Ragnaros. We want to do something though. We want to make it to where maybe you do molten core and your item doesn't drop, for your class. So you would get, a piece of Ragnaros. And maybe that is trade it for a piece of armor. So if your item didn't drop, you go to the vendor, switch out the item that you got from Ragnaros, and pick from what you got, to choose from. So, not giving too much away here, because we're still trying to determine on what we're going to do. But it's going to be fun. And we're up here. Little hangout spot. Here's the auction house. Now, over here is like duels. I said before, like, make this guy a quest giver that complete so many duels out here, you get something. And then I was thinking about this recently, that this island is both Horde and Alliance. Can't attack each other. But I was thinking of having like an announcement that goes on every so often, and something that goes, an announcement that has to do with this island, this little kind of oil refinery thing. And pretty much the announcement goes off and everybody starts swimming. Or if we implement the flying mount, they start flying over here. Um, just ignore all these NPCs. These are just laid out just because we're sorting through which ones we want to keep. But nothing's been done here yet. But what I'd like to do is, oh, what I like to do is, oh, let me get back on here. So what I like to do is there like a countdown takes place. So everyone's rushing to get to this island, and there's going to be maybe a couple little crates or something that everyone's going to be rushing to try to get to, and those items are only going to be allowed or be used on this island, and those items are going to be a little overpowered. So when the announcement goes off, that's basically telling everyone that they got to get to this island. The first, handful of people will be able to run up and get to a chest with unique items that can only be used here, and it'll help better their odds on surviving. And when you die, you're pretty much going to go, well, yeah, you're going to go all the ways back to this island, and you're going to have to res. And then you're going to have to swim or fly all the ways back. So it's going to be like a death match. And eventually, the idea is, no one can attack each other, and then everyone can. And I think it'd be cool if that happens on both islands. So everyone's in the mall, and maybe it happens every 3 hours or so. And everyone, it's just a bloodbath. But like the last people that are here will actually be able to get, a chest that'll appear. And it takes, seconds to open. And there'll be different items and other things that'll benefit you in PvP or PvE. So just different ideas thrown around right now. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to get off here. KalimdorGaming.com. Hit up our Discord. Hey, I don't know what's liable to happen. I mean, the way things are going right now with the private servers and things are being thrown around. I ran this server 8-10 years ago, and it was really doing good, and it was growing. But I was a lot younger, and I didn't have a stable permanent job like I do now. So and I work for myself, so that's why I'm doing this. I'm reliable as far as keeping this thing going. So I want to open this server up and just keep it running. That's it. And I just want to continue to work on it. And to be honest, I mean, it can stay up 10 years easily. I mean, it can stay. I mean, I'm leaving it up once it goes up. But then what I'm saying is, I wouldn't be surprised if this little island that was built 8-10 years ago, which could handle 200, 300 players, which it did get up to, it got iffy. 300 players is getting kind of fucking crazy, but I could definitely see this. And what I'm saying is it's really built for a small, tight little community, and it actually becomes a lot of fun. The community, the way that it grows, and I mean, people will actually, as long as this server is up, this will be a place someone will come for years and years to come just to social, and they'll see some familiar people, and I could see that almost just like a kind of group chat hangout spot for just, classic gamers. But if this island, and I could see it happening, there could be a couple thousand players in this fall on launch, on opening. I mean, a couple thousand. And that would definitely overspill. And that mall would have to be replicated over on this island. That something like that would have to happen. And then possibly, kind of like how we're on planet Earth and then there's Mars. But we'd like to visit Mars or colonize over there. We could kind of do that with the two factions. And a kind of, a zone that's familiar but custom. But they're like at war with each other. And we could bring in a world PvP aspect. Kind of separate the whole neutral island thing. But still have it. So it's a place where we're neutral, but then it's so packed and busy with starter players that the longer term guys moved on over to two locations. It's sort of like Orgrimmer and Stormwind. And it'll have a thing that's implemented to where there's pretty much an objective for them to go to each other's base, which leads to open world PvP. But on a 2,000-3,000 populated server, that's kind of scaled down to these two locations and another two on that spectrum. That is actually a big server. That's way bigger than 3,000 players spread through all of World of Warcraft. It's like you live in, let's say, New York, but do you visit every part of New York? I mean, you got your own little area that you kind of roam, so that's how it is for my idea as far as the server goes. So I could very easily, like I said, if we get, 2,000-3,000 players that show up on this island that was not designed for that many, then yeah, things will have to overspill. But something has to be done. We need a different version of, classic WoW, and this is more of like, I guess, on the fun server kind of side. But it's still a part of classic WoW, so it's definitely different, and that's what classic needs right now. So I think it's cool. Hopefully everyone else does, but you can start at 60, boom, get your starter gear and get your mount, which this is just a funny mount just to mess around with. And then yeah, man, you get your little side items, your professions and stuff, things you need to play. And then you can instantly hop in game. And you don't have to worry about standing one. You just get your Warsong Gulch tokens, coins for killing players. And go up to this vendor, for instance, purchase your ranks. So if you play enough, you can purchase rank 13. Eventually rank 14, and then talk to this vendor, purchase your items. And if you for any reason die on the island, am I gonna die? I'm not dying? What? What the heck? Oh, I'm on a GM account. But still, my GM badge is not on. So, if you do die, we were going to make it where you just instantly come back to life, but this way here, still got that feel. And we're going to have the vendors, like I was saying before. If you go to, Ragnaros, you're going to be able to get like Ragnaros' tooth or an item or something that's similar, and that tooth or that item is going to be linked to an item, let's say, that you would want. So it's not going to be a waste. So if your item doesn't drop for your class, there's still going to be a way of you getting something from Ragnaros and coming back to this vendor and purchasing it. So that's like the idea of Kalimdor Gaming. It's just a different way to play Classic WoW, especially if you like it and you want to be familiar with all the mechanics. And it's not as time consuming. You just, and well, you make sure that that's another thing. I'm gonna have to let players know what to do, but make sure you have some bags when you start, because I would just click all three of these: your pre-bis frost, your fire, and your arcane. That's all your pre-bis stuff to get you started on Kalimdor Gaming. And I just keep thinking, and keep in mind everything that's on here is not permanent. I just keep thinking, let me delete this item if it'll let me. Oh, shit. What's going on? I can't delete the fucking item? I'm trying to, hold on, let me get up and do this. That's weird. That is actually weird, man. Wait a minute. Can I sell it to? Yeah. All right. This is actually funny. I'm selling to this shit vendors. I'm not even using. Yeah, but this is badass. This mount right here. Item can't be equipped. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Wait until we get our flying epic mounts in the game. Then what? All right, well, I'm getting off. I'm hanging it up. We're hoping to have a release date in March. So, stay tuned.